Hi friends, welcome to the new session. In this session, we are going to see how we will design the email notification utility using Java and Spring Boot. So first of all, let's move to the Spring tool suite. So here we will first create a new Spring Boot project. So I just opened this fresh Spring tool suite for me. I will be creating a new workspace. So click on File, switch workspace, go to Other, and I will be creating a new workspace in C, and the workspace name will be, let me create a folder here, generic email notification utility, and we will append WS. This WS is for identification, like it is a workspace. Select and launch the Eclipse. So Eclipse will take some time to get up with the new configurations. Yeah, it's ready. Let me maximize it. Now we will create a Spring Boot starter project. Just click on the second one, and the name you need to enter email notification utility. Here in the type you need to select Marvin, and Java version we need to go with Java 11, and in the group you can write down. For me, I am writing here it is. So here normally you need to provide the company name, but I am providing here the channel name. So after this I will provide email. So it's like pom. First of all, you need to provide the domain, then the company name, then the application name. So this is the convention I'm following here. So it's all good. Now we can click on next. Yeah, we are okay with this. Click on finish now. Wait for some time while it is opening the project for us. Yeah, we can, it depends on you. I generally go with no. So here we have this one class created here, which is the Spring Boot starter class. This is the like a root of our project. If you like this video, please like it and also share with your friends, comments for your suggestions, and also subscribe to my channel. You can also turn on the bell notification to get the notification of my latest videos and latest uploads on the channel. So let's start it. Now, first of all, I will set up the pom.xml for us. A Spring Boot starter test is already there. It's saying it is duplicate, so we can remove this. Control A, Control Shift F to format this. Now it is looking good. Let me go one by one. What is the dependency we are added? So first one, we added this for Spring Boot JPA. We are using for database operations, and this is for MySQL. This is third-party MySQL driver we are using, and this is for REST API, like we are using web REST API, and this one is for the embedded Tomcat server we are using here, and this one is for the email feature. So we are good with this pom.xml. Now we need to make the application.properties ready. This is this is application.properties file. So let me go one by one. First one, server.port 8081. We are using 8081 port for the Tomcat to respond us. Tomcat will serve all the requests which is coming to 8081 port for this. And second one, we have the SMTP Gmail configuration. This is the host smtp.gmail.com and port is 587 and username it is blank here, but after doing all these things we will provide it. We will do a settings for this. So because we need to get the password and do some Gmail SMTP settings, we will do it later on. And here authentication true, yes, we are using the authentication, and this is also some TLS to enable true. And this is MySQL database configuration. This is the MySQL database URL. This is the POCDB we have created, and MySQL is working on 3306 port. And driver class is this one, com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver, and the username for MySQL database is root, and the password is also root. And this property is for generating the physical. We have created, we will be creating some beans, so corresponding to that beans properties defined, it will refer them as a database field. So that's it from the application.properties. Let's create Java bean classes now. So bean we will create inside the bean package. Email data. Let's add the properties string, recipient, mail body, mail subject, attachments. We will be making all the fields as private. One field we will click create for the dynamic values we will pass. So for it we will create a hash map. The key will be string and the value will be also string type. The property name will be dynamic values. Application name, template name. Okay, we need to specify the type here, string type, both will be. Now let's use the, we have this feature in the Eclipse and the Spring tool suite as well, and it is there in the all other ID development plugins. We can generate the setters and getters. So select all. So all the setters and getters are generated. Let's generate these. Let's generate the toString method also here. Source generate toString. We will be including all the properties. Click on generate. So this toString method is also generated for us. Now create one more bean, and also with this bean we need to mark it as a component. st or org org dot spring framework dot stereotype. This one we need to import. Yeah, this class is ready now. Let's create one more class, and this class will be mapped with the database table which we have created. So let's check the table name once. So we don't we go with the table only. Email template config. So let me to use this table name only. So okay, we'll create a ID of string type. So all the properties we should use as a private ID, private application name, string type, private template name, dynamic email template. Let's create the setters and getters now. Same way, source, generate getter setters, select all, generate. Also, we need to create the toString method in the class. So we are good with this. Click on generate. So the method is also generated. So we need to use some annotation here. Add the entity, and this will relate with the DB table. Also, we need to add here also. So this ID will work as a primary key in the table. Yes. And for others, we need to mark just them as a @ column only. So friends, our beans are ready. We have created two beans. First one is email data that we will taking as an input from the REST API, and second this email template config which will be used from the TB operation. We will pick the database template using this bin. Let's create the notification service now. We will create first a service interface. The package will be email.service. Class will be notification service. In this we will have four methods: public string, send simple mail, second method will be send mail with attachment, send mail with HTML body, and fourth one will be send mail with dynamic HTML body. Now we will be creating notification service implementation class. So let's go ahead. In the same package, let's click on finish. Now we need to implement, and here we need to add the all the unimplemented methods. So we got all these four methods. Okay, now we need to do few things in this class. First of all, we have a Java mail sender class in Spring Boot which provides the email functionality like that. That class provides us the SMTP configuration and all those configuration in the from the Spring Boot part. So let's add that Java. So let's import this org spring framework.mail.java mail. Okay, and also add the auto wire notation. So this will be created while Spring Boot project will start. Second thing, we will create a sender here, and this sender we will pick from the application.properties file. So how we can pick the property from application.properties? This is the method. Like, you need to use the @value annotations, then small braces, then double quotes, and then dollar, inside dollar, curly braces, and here we need to provide the name of the property. So what is the name of the property? Let's go there. So spring.mail.username. So the mail ID which we will configure here, that will be used as a sender of the mail. Yeah, let's check it. Yeah, we need to import this class org spring framework.beans.factory.annotation. Yeah, we are good with this. Now let's start implementing this method now. So first of all, we need to start with the try catch to catch the exception. So in case there is any error coming in the send mail code from the try block, it will throw a message like error in send simple mail. So we need to use the simple mail message class. Import org spring framework.mail. We have successfully imported the class. Simple mail message dot set from. Here we will set the sender, or the sender is coming from here. We has picked this from the application.properties file. Next, dot set to, and set to we will receive it from the, okay, that's okay, we will add it. Get recipient. Okay, how dot set, we need to set the body of the mail. So we have a method called set text. We need to use that method, and from the email data we will pick get email body. Next thing, we need to set the subject of the mail. Set subject dot get mail subject. Yes, that's all. Now we need to use Java mail sender that we have configured here to send the mail. Dot send, and we need to pass this inside this send method. We need to pass this objects which we have configured for sending mail. Now we will return a message from here. This method is completed. Now let's move to the next method. Next method is send mail with attachment. So we will have the attachment also in this mail. Let's remove all this. So here we will use a my message class. Create my message. Let's import this class. Import Jakarta mail dot internet. And this is the warning from for we need to return something. We will do it later. And first of all, also we need to write all this code inside the try block. and we can use the same catch block from here, and inside the catch block we will write here error in send mail with attachment, or in the end we will write the mail as okay. Let's go ahead, and we need to create one more object here before my message helper. My message helper dot here we will see this constructor. There are multiple constructors. Let's see. So here you can see these are the constructor provided in the class. So we need to use this second one, my message helper, where first object will be the my message and second will be the multipart. Okay, and multipart, in the place of multipart we need to provide it as a true, because we are sending multiple parts in the mail, like attachments are also the part of the mail. Now my message dot helper dot set from we know we need to send from the sender only. Okay, what set to we will receive from the email data object, get recipient. My message helper dot set text, in text we need to get email data dot get mail body. Again my message helper dot set subject, and in the send subject email data dot get mail subject. Yeah, that's all. Now we need to add the attachments in the mail. So first of all we will create an object of file system resource, because we need to pick the file from the system. This first one. Now we need to first do a null check, like that mail itself has the attachments or not. We have an email data dot get attachments method. There you can see this get attachments. So we will check this should be not equals to null and list size should be greater than 0. So here we are doing the checks, like this list should not be null, and this list should have size greater than 0. Get attachment dot size greater than 0. because it's a list. So we have received the list, then on the list we are executing dot size method to get the size, and we are checking it is greater than 0 or not. Now we will iterate over the list. So in this list we have strings, and strings are actually file path. Email data dot get attachments. File system source equals to new file system source, and here we will pass the new file and the path of the file. So we have received the path of the file. Now we need to set it my message helper dots add attachments, and in the attachments we will first get the file name from the path, and here we need to pass the file system resource object. So we have added the attachment successfully in the main. Now we need to send the mail. Java mail sender dot send, and the my message object here. Yes. So now this method is also completed. This is the return message for the successful, and we can just do a formatting. Control A to select all, Control Shift F to format it. So this is looking nice now. Let's remove some. We can do it in the end also. Yes. Now third message. So third message is quite similar to what we have designed in the second method. So to save the time, I will just copy it from here. You can see I'm just copying from the send mail with attachment method to send mail with email body. Then we will do some small modification in this method. So modification in the sense, first of all, this set text method, we need to do a modification here. So let me just erase it. I will show you this method. There is a three version of this method. First one is set text, simple text, boolean html, and string html text, but we need to go with this second one. And here it's asking, if you see this, this at the place of boolean html we need to pass as true. If we pass as a true here, then it will serve the text which we are setting in this mail as a html text. So let's go with this method, true here, and this we need to set as email data dot get mail body. So we are done with this method number 3 also. And let's modify this return message successfully send mail with html body and error in. Okay, now we need to go into this is the final method. So in the final method, okay, before going into the final method, we need to design one repository class actually. So let's go and design one repository class, because in the final mail we need to get the dynamic html and that we will receive from the MySQL database. So let's go and create the repository class. New interface we need to create. An interface name we can provide as load mail template. We will create this. So we have a space at the end. Just remove the space. Just click on finish. Yes, this is the interface we have created. So in this interface, we need to extend the CRUD repository class. CRUD repository class, this first one, org spring framework dot data dot repository. Okay. So here we need to pass which kind of transaction it is. I will just provide the bean email template config, because email template config is used to pick the data from the database, and this one with type of the string. So why I'm marking it as a string? Because in the database, let me check once. So we, in this email template config table, we have 4 columns: ID, application name, template name, and dynamic mail body. So I am using ID as a single identifier, like unique identifier. That's the reason, and it is type of string there. If you see the structure of the table, varchar 255, that's the reason we are specifying it as a string here. Now we need one method in this interface, and that method will provide us to fetch the email template using the application name and the template name. So let's create that. So it will return us a kind of string, and string will have the will return us list of email template config, and the method name will be find by application name and template name. Just careful with the this application name is the name of the property inside this email template config table, and first letter we can make as a capital, and in same for the template name we can capitalize capital the T first letter of the property name. So here we are getting find by application name and template name. Yes, spelling is quite fine. String, first one will be application, and second one will be template name. So we need to import the list type here, java util.list. Yeah, we are ready with this class. And one more thing we need to do, we can mark it as a repository because it's a repository class. Okay. I noticed one thing here. If you see carefully, dynamic email template. The name is different from by the property we have in the database table. So what we will do, we will just correct this dynamic email body. T will be small and just remove the constructor once again. And now we will generate the constructor again. Source, generate getter setters. Click on it, generate. Yes. We need to also change in the toString method. Okay, fine. Now our repository class is ready, and now let's move to the notification service implementation, and we will be completing the last method which we used to send the dynamic mail template. So let's copy this first. I will do a small modification in this method only. We can just change the message first. Send mail with dynamic HTML body, both places. So if it is come giving us successful, then successfully send mail with with dynamic HTML body, and same kind of for the error also. So first of all, we need to move this down. Okay, because now we will be creating the mail body dynamically. So first of all, we need to pick the template from the database. List type we will get. Okay, one more thing we need to do here. We need to auto add this class in the service class. At the rate auto annotation. Okay, just import this class. Dot find by application name and template name. Okay, so from the email data we will pass get application name. For visibility, let me keep it down. Email data dot template name. So we receive the template here. Now let's create few objects which we will use later. So first of all, we need to get the email template config object from this. Config. We will create a mail template body. 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 We will create a mail key prefix, key postfix. So let's go to the database once again. So if you see this, let me copy it somewhere in the copy row. Now if I show you by pasting here, just see the body, the template body carefully. So you will see before the property name I have appended hash dollar, and also after the property ending the prefix is hash dollar and postfix is also dollar hash. So this I am adding here for the like a identification, like this is the dynamic part, because it helps us to visualize like where is the dynamic part in the body. So every property that we will receive from the request, we will append the key prefix, key postfix, and based on that property we will search in the mail template. That's the idea I have keep here, prefix and postfix. So let's assign it here, and the post. Now we can remove it. Equal to we need to place here. Now first of all we need to perform a check on this. This is not equals to null, and we have the size greater than 0. uh, from in the table we can make a composite primary key also, like using the application name and template name we can create a unique key, so there will not be any duplicate combination in the table. So you can assume this will return us only one record every day. Let's receive the email template. So here we are getting the first object of the list. Now just store the mail template body. Get dynamic mail body. Now we will create one local variable, key to match, key to match template property. This looks good. Okay. Now what we will do? Now we will iterate over the properties that we received in the dynamic values. Email data dot get dynamic values, and you can notice this is a kind of hash map. So here we have a method of key set that will give all the keys. So using this for loop we will iterate over all the keys of the hash map. First let's create the property. This here we are generating the actual key which we will use to match and find in the email template to replace it with the value. Key prefix plus key plus small k key postfix. So this is the property. This is the actual key that we will use to match in the email template. Now we have mail template body, and if it contains this key to match template property, if it has the match, then what we need to do, we need to replace it. Mail template body equals to mail template body dot replace. What we need to replace, we need to replace this key which we have created, key to match template property, and by which we need to replace, we need to email data, sorry, email data dot get dynamic values dot get. What we need to get from the list? Key. And what is the key? This one is the key. So let me explain it once again. In the mail template body, we are replacing key with this key that we have generated with the prefix postfix, using from the data that we have received in the hash map, which is passed by the user. Now our mail template body is ready with all the values have been replaced. Now we can pass it here. You can do one thing, you can just initialize it. In case if does not goes in the list, then it has to be initialized, otherwise it will can throw us error. Rest code is good. We have replaced this already, we have replaced this is also fine. Yeah, we are good with this. Let's save this, and we can also control A, control shift F to format it again. Now we will create REST controller class. This REST controller class will handle all the requests coming from the user. This will be a REST controller, like it will be a kind of REST APIs. So let's create one class here. New class email notification controller. Email notification controller, and this we will create inside controller package. Yes, first of all we will annotate it with the REST controller annotation. Now uh, we need to auto wire the notification service implementation in this. So let's notification service and auto wire the service class. So here we will be auto wired. So this using this we are auto wiring this class. So here we need to provide the @service annotation also. This is the service notification service implementation class. We are providing annotation here because it is a service class. So let me import this org spring framework dot stereotype. So now go back to the controller once again. Here we need to create 4 request handler. So to save our time, let me copy this 4 methods from here. I will just reuse this. Okay. Now we will provide here annotation post mapping. This all method will be of kind post because we are pushing data to the server. We are sending some data on the server. We are sending the data. That's the reason we are using post mapping. Just simply put the name of the method here. That's it. Now we will use this notification. We need to return notification service dot send simple mail. This one we need to use. So this one is completed. Now move to the next one. Again post mapping. Here copy this, send mail with attachment. Now return notification service dot send mail with attachment. The first one is perfect match. At the rate post mapping send mail with HTML body. Return notification service dot send mail with HTML body. Return notification service dot send mail with dynamic HTML body. This one. So this one is completed. We have annotated it with the REST controller, so it will handle all the requests. And here we have auto wired with the notification service, and these are the 4 post requests. Yeah, this one we need to post mapping. Yes, this looks good now. Okay friends, now we are done with the all the coding part. Now we need to revisit one pending items from outside. So you will see this username and password is not there. So for the username, you can simply write your gmail.com. So yeah, that let's say this is my Gmail ID. So I just mentioned here, but for the password, you cannot write the password simply here. So you need to do some SMTP mail settings in your Gmail account. So how to do that, how to get that password, we will see in the next session. So stay tuned. If you like this video, please do like it and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.